I think that's enough procrastinating on my part. Tonight we're going to be playing. I'm in my pajamas right now. I'm sorry. It's just another one of those nights. I feel like I should like physically try to like dress up for these streams, and I just don't, cause cause I don't really have an excuse. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm just really tiny on the screen, aren't I? I wonder if I can make myself bigger. Is it working? There we go. I'm gonna make myself 3 times the charm. I do appreciate the gift subs. Well, let's see if this game breaks. Okay. I think I am going to try to do more reading on this stream. Um, yeah. I'm just not very good at reading things out loud, so I'm sorry if I'm like, you know, stumbling over the, you know, my own words that I fucking wrote. Turn this up just a little bit. So, yeah. I think we got out of, yeah, we got out of the house. So this whole beginning house here, this was supposed to act as sort of a tutorial to kind of teach you how to use these 4 objects, because these are the only 4 like things or effects that you get in this game. It's a large oil painting of a winter forest. Memories of a past life visit you for a moment. You feel your hands and feet turn cold. What is this? I think this is supposed to be like a painting. Painting shows evidence of transdimensional properties. I'm detecting below freezing temperatures coming from the other side. Some of this stuff I don't even remember writing. Proceed with caution. Oh, I think this was a reference to the previous game. There's a few of these in here. I don't know if there's any kind of story significance. But the reference is here. You feel as if you have seen this train before. A fleeting memory of a past life visits you for a moment. Your heart feels heavy. God, what was I must have been like really sad when I wrote this dialogue. Where did Bunny Lad's skin go? Okay, so there in this game, You have a bunch of Halloween masks, right? Right up here. I'm wearing the red mask right now. So if I press Q, not Q, E, oh, right click, sorry. I put on that mask, and I also colored the hands to sort of subtly imply that it's just, you know, taking off your skin. And we have this one. I like the chameleon mask because it has like fun little animations. There's like a little bit of a bounce to it, which is really cool. This one, I never added like, you know, a mask animation from this. I don't know why though. And this one's just, you know, an axe. But and sometimes we don't have our skin, and that's okay. It's an old gravestone. The writing on it is too worn to read. Okay, so all of these gravestones say this. I originally had some, like... I was gonna make some kind of puzzle here, but it became too, like... It became too convoluted, which is saying something because most of this game is convoluted and unnecessary. You picked up a fish mask. Okay, so... I considered being able to just, like, put this mask on. Like, you click it on the character, like this, and you could put it on. And I never programmed it in because I couldn't think of what to do with it. I had, like, a lot of ideas, but I never did any of them for some reason. Hi, Omega. I initially, oh god, I wanted to make it so you could talk to this guy, but I guess I never added any dialogue. He's just like over there in the water, which is fine. I think there's, oh yeah, there's an item right over there, but I forget how to get that. I think I'll have to figure out how to get that later. Oh my god, okay. So, there's a creature over here, right? This thing. This thing scares the hell out of me. Oh, you can't scan it either. Okay, so this thing, when I walk into this sight radius, it's gonna see me. It's disguising itself. What do you think? What do you think is gonna be here when I walk into this thing? Because it's a spider. Oh, oh my god. It scares me so bad. I'm gonna see if I can scan it real quick. I can't scan it? I didn't add dialogue to this thing. Anyway, the solution to this puzzle is just walking around it. You can't kill this thing at all. Okay. Oh my god. The door has no knob. The door has no knob. Wait, which one of these are open? I think one of these has to be... Okay, I remember now. Oh, so all the music in this game, I think, save for a couple ambient tracks by Pester Jest. Most of the music in this game is by Josh Cominelli. He's wonderful. Please look him up. It's really cool. This is a cover. This is a cover of so Garden of Earthly Delights. There is this guy with sheet music tattooed on his ass in the painting, and I asked my friend Josh to make a cover of this song that is on this guy's ass, and this is it. And this is the only room you hear it in. Hang on, I just have to listen to this for like a minute. Isn't this like great? Anyway, you can turn it off. Hit the button on the radio. It's playing through this speaker. I don't know why I decided to make it do that, but it's what it does that, I guess. Something is covering the window from the other side. Black hair is hanging from the metal bar. Yeah, that's disgusting. I don't know when I added that. The toilet is filthy. Okay. So I think somebody made a game about this kind of dream, but I have reoccurring dreams about horrible, disgusting maze-like bathrooms, like maze bathrooms. Usually hang your hair out to dry. Yeah. That's normal. But this is like a reoccurring dream I have where I'm walking through just like a maze of filthy toilets or something. It's weirdly specific, and apparently it's really common because there was like, I think, some kind of indie horror game that somebody made about it. And also people I think there are communities online that talk about it. What's this plant? Plant is dead. Oh. It's a blue lockbox. You need some kind of key to open it. I need a blue key. I should have indicated here that it was a blue key you needed. I don't like to be vague about this stuff, like, and I think I did that way too much in this game, where I was just really vague, and it caused players to get really, really lost really quickly, which is not good. Also, some doors you have to like click to open, and then some doors you can just walk through. I mean, that one was open, but like some closed doors you could just walk through, which is, I don't know what I was coding there. Oh, that's how you got that. You picked up a quarter. I think I remember what that was used for. Oh, look at this water. Look at this water animation. I'm really proud of this water animation. I should have added like a reflection. I think I was gonna add something here. But I guess I never did. Okay, so Kyton, Massachusetts, right? Kyton, Massachusetts is this fictitious fantasy horror town that I came up with that doesn't exist. And it's where this game takes place. And it is directly inspired by the town or island of Gloucester and Rockport, which is the town I grew up in. This place is. Oh god. Okay, I need to put my phone over here so I don't look at it. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I grew up in Gloucester, and these edges right here, I think are specifically. I think they come from the boulevard that I used to walk along when I was a kid. Kyton Mall. I think there is somewhere I need to be first. This is not the area I'm supposed to be in first, I don't think. It's a vending machine filled with bottles of painkillers. You need a quarter to get one. I have that. You buy a bottle of painkillers. There was something like really, really weird to me about a vending machine filled with like aspirin. And I think that's why there's a lot of things that I just put in this game because I thought, that's weird. And you know, multiply that by 10,000 times and you know, you get this game. That would honestly kick ass. Kiosk seems to be unused for quite some time. You can see boxes of cheap glasses and plastic jewelry inside. I think this is the shortcut. Yeah, depth -1. Okay, so yeah, when you find a new location, the way this game is constructed is there is like an overworld, like a big map that you can walk around in, and there are buildings. And each building is like a level that you walk around, just like that beginning house, right? Oh my god. Oh, hang on, I wanna check something. I think I had like a description for these guys for scanning. The archive states this is known as a fire ant. It is a parasitic life form known for its ability to mimic human speech. When communicating with a host, it normally takes the voice of a deceased loved one. There are no effective means of destroying it. That's nice. That's lovely. It's locked. You will need a subway token to unlock it. Okay. The bugs are so dope. Yeah, bugs are dope. I know where I need to go. Welcome to Kyton, Massachusetts. At some point in the stream, I'll show the, Oh, I fucking love this guy. Okay, look at this guy. I tried to have this sort of, like, language in the game where if an enemy is red, you can hit it. And when it's gray like that, you can't. So if I take out this guy... Oh. If the pumpkin guy sees me, I turn to stone, and I can't kill them. Ow. That's nice. What? What? Oh, I'm supposed to wear the... Okay. I remember now. He only lets you in if you're wearing the lizard mask, and I don't know why I made that detail. Bugs are so cool. I wish I wasn't deathly scared of their tactile feel. I love bugs. I've always wanted, like, pet beetles. Oh, here's another one. If you have silver flesh, I can give you some sugar water. Hungry. The insect is eating sugar that's spilled onto the desk. The flyer on the board says visit... Oh, that's the website. I'll show the website later. Excerpt from sugar water and its practical uses. Hatching is the process in which the front of the skull caves inward, exposing brain and eye tissue. The hatching process can last from 20 minutes to 96 hours, with victims remaining lucid throughout the entire ordeal. Victims will vanish out of thin air after the hatching process is complete. And it is unknown at this time what triggers this to occur. Okay, so there's an actual example of that later in the game that I have to show you guys. Oh, you want to see something fucked up? Look at this. You have no idea how difficult it was to program this reflection. And it is buggy as hell. Oh my god, this music is very loud. This is fucked up. Because you can you can really fuck up the reflection a lot just by, like, you know, getting stuck on things. Bug knows how to party. It's just sugar. You know? It's a stove and oven. Its surface is covered in a sticky substance. It's a dishwasher. Nothing about that? Okay. Oh, you have anything to say about this? No. You take some of the shimmering silver meat from the fish. It smells sweet and feels like wet clay. Okay. This is fine. Here is your sugar water. Thank you for your patronage. Okay. So this is never explained anywhere at all. Let me turn this down. This is never explained in the game. It's never explained on the website. It's literally never explained anywhere. But when you drink this, which you're supposed to, it causes your reflection to disappear. And this sugar water was like some weird, like, drug that it's like a weird fantasy drug that causes like really weird shit to happen. It poisons your reflection, causes it to collapse on the ground, and once your reflection is dead, it allows you to walk into mirrors like doors, because I thought it would be kind of an interesting idea that like the only thing preventing you from walking into a mirror is your reflection, because you put your hand up to the mirror, it's going to be exact force applied, it's just always something there to block it. But now nothing is there to block it, so you could just walk in there. And it does a slew of other things, but a strange and unexplainable sense of guilt watches over you. Anyway, we can walk into this. And he's dead on the ground. You search through the pockets of your now dead reflection and discover a blue key. You feel a strange sense of guilt. I think I know where that blue key goes. Oh, here's a little bit of Twin Peaks influence, I think. Hang on. Oh, God, I really should have made a shortcut to that little house over there, because it's a pain in the ass to get to. Not fucking with that today. There's a lot of backtracking in this game that I wish I better programmed or designed around it. Let me turn that back on. Right here. You discover a cartridge inside the blue box. It's titled Space Quest with a picture of a starship. I gotta fucking sit up straight. Actually, I think I could just wake up. Cartridge, okay. Save. Okay, so here's something cool with the cartridge, right? I could slap this thing in here, and I can do this. Oh, also in this game, there's a ton of hidden clowns. Look at this hidden clown. The computer shows a diagram. Hang on, this is a good screenshot. That's a worm. It's not a clown, it's a worm. It's a warp core. The fuck was I thinking? You've picked up what seems to be the right cerebrum of my missing brain. I'm starting to remember something. David? Have you been taking your medication? It's supposed to help you with your anxiety attacks. The board depicts some sort of plan for an invasion. You can see a cold planet in the distance. Oh god. The insect on the screen makes incomprehensible clicking noises. Oh, hang on. Sugar saturation at 75%. Water saturation at 61%. Electrical saturation at 81%. I don't know what that means. I forget if that was part of a puzzle or something, but oh well. Maybe I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, so this thing, right? Never seen this. You've never seen this door before. It's locked. Okay, so this door is the only thing in this room that is... How do I explain this? When I was initially writing the story for this game, there was some kind of plot, because I used to have a lot of like nightmares and dreams about going into my basement and finding a door that wasn't there before, and finding other rooms inside my basement that I didn't know were there. So I guess this is one of those doors. And it only opens when you're asleep. But anyway. There's a specific place. Library. Beneath the library. The door requires a brain. Mirror. No, he's around here. Okay, so look at this guy, right? I love this guy. I love the animation of this guy. He only shows up once. And he's in this parking lot. Look at him. He's just a little skeleton with a bird cage on his head. And he does this weird thing. Looks like a Castlevania enemy. Yeah, he's fun. I like him. Chitin School. Okay. I have a lot of dreams about just like my old elementary school. I think a while ago I found a video of somebody just walking around like my elementary school after it got abandoned. like the basement was flooded. I think I uploaded it to the one of my channels. I'll have to find it. Oh god. Maybe I'll look at that video again, because I don't know, maybe there's something else in that video I could find. But anyway, this entire school, this isn't a map of you know, my elementary school. This is sort of just an amalgamation of my dreams that I had, and I really tried to, like, I think every area in this game is me really trying to conceptualize the space that these dreams took place in, because, you know, these I can remember specific rooms. I can remember the way they looked, the way they felt, and I tried to replicate that as close as possible. But obviously these are several different dreams, you know. So there is a bit of, like, creative liberties that I took to connect them together. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I love this enemy. Look at him. Isn't that cool? Oh, this guy. Okay, look at this guy. Are you real? You're the first real person I've seen. I was walking around school and I got lost somehow. None of these hallways make any sense. My head hurts so much. Okay. So this character is gonna hatch. This character is in the first stages of that happening, right? And we're gonna see what happens to him. We can give him painkillers, which is why I'm not going to use the painkillers, because I think it's a less interesting outcome, because he just swallows all the painkillers. And you don't get to see any weird sci-fi horror stuff happen. The toilet is filthy. Oh, this is the bathroom dream. Upon closer inspection, you notice this toilet has strange mechanical devices attached. They jut out at odd angles. Okay, so what the fuck is this? What I was trying to do with these toilets, in the dream, I was trying to make these look less and less like toilets and more so just like weird things that didn't make any sense when you looked at them. Like, I don't know what this is. Is that teeth? Is, like, what is this? Anyway, there really is a bathroom maze in this game. Oh my god. Truthfully, you just have to get through to the end of this. That's like really good sound design. Oh my god. It looked like I had a rib cage. Yeah, it just like... Hang on. I have to get back there. I didn't open the shortcut. I'm an idiot. There was a shortcut in that bathroom and I didn't use it. There it is. Okay. Shortcut's open. It took like a hot second to load because this room is fucking huge. The combat sucks in this game. I think this room could use a bit of work because it's not... It's not really interesting. I mean, it is interesting, but it's like, I don't know, the rhythm of it's off. Look at this, like, that's not, like, I don't know what this is. Like, why is there a hole in the ground? Why is there, like, weird spikes coming out of the, like, it just... I don't know what I was trying to make here. This doesn't look like any kind of toilet you've seen before. Sharp mechanical devices jut out at odd angles. Just a decreasing sense of... Oh my god. Yeah, these enemies kind of suck. They're cool though. Oh, now I guess the walls are just meat. That's fine. This is normal. I think this is arguably... there's just like a lot of... I'm looking at this now and just seeing everything that I could have improved about this. I think it's too big. You picked up what seems to be the cerebellum of my missing brain. I'm starting to remember something. David? David, is that you? Where are we? My head hurts so much. Oh yeah, it does like exit out into the women's bathroom. Alright, I gotta go. Catch you later. Catch you later. Thank you for coming. Have a good sleep. Oh, is this the plant? I have a plant. It's a plastic plant. It's covered in dust. Is this plant one of these you can talk to? You can talk to this plant if you put on the camellia mask. Weird Easter egg. Lock is broken. You will need something like a hairpin to open it. Oh my god, this fucking puzzle. Okay, so this is one of the terrible puzzles that I made, right? You remember, I think on last stream I talked about how every single combination in this game is the same number, which is 52708. This number repeats throughout the whole game, and you're supposed to interpret these numbers here right? You know, there's a picture on each chalkboard that corresponds with a number. Also, hidden clown. Anyway, let me read through these. They do have specific dialogue with them. On May 27th, 2008, a strange local television channel started broadcasting in Kyneton, Massachusetts. Most of the programming consisted of educational shows for children, accompanied by a low hum, similar to an engine running somewhere in the background. People exposed to this low hum started to experience visual and auditory hallucinations that extended into adulthood. By the way, it's this noise. Some people exposed to the low hum began to emit FM radio frequencies from their bones. The frequencies themselves are unique to the individual, ranging from static 19th century music and narrations of various books. It's an illustration of a tesseract. I like what this implies. There is a clown character in this game that is reoccurring. I think the only time the clown is like depicted for any reason other than a hallucination is the billboard. And it's the Kyneton Masks clown, which is like a Halloween store in the lore. He's like the mascot. Do you remember when we found that dead raccoon under your porch? Do you remember that night we saw those two hiding under your porch? Do you remember when we found the Dead's family raccoon under your porch? I don't know what I was trying to do with that. I think I was trying to make some kind of deteriorating dialogue. The parasite typically latches itself onto the regions of the brain involved in face recognition and spatial perception. It seems to act as part of the brain itself, and it is active almost exclusively during the host's REM sleep cycle. All victims of the parasite report intense and frequent sleep paralysis episodes. Cat bones have high thermal and electrical conductivity, making them excellent replacements for copper and other conductive materials. They are essential for most modern computers today. It's true. Okay. What's down here? Oh my god. I guess that's another hidden clown. This is a self-portrait you had done a while back, but you don't recall ever painting it on the wall like this. Someone has covered the face. You have a vague feeling like you had done something wrong, but you can't put your finger on what it was. You feel pressure at the back of your skull. It's a pile of empty sugar bags. You remember this boiler from the time you were locked down here for a few hours. You can't exactly remember what you were doing down here, but it happened when it happened, but the sound of the door locking behind you was something that you haven't forgotten. You can't seem to recall how you escaped. The door is too hot to touch. You will need some sort of glove to open it. Okay, I think Oh my god. The tree is plastic. It's a small cardboard stage depicting an image of a door between two leaning trees. Howdy, Miss Developer. What is the name of this fantastic, totally not... Oh my god. Why? Totally not senseless game. Sorry, there was like a pop-up that like covered the rest of that fucking sentence. This is called Welcome Home 2. It has... this is something I made started making years ago. It was something that like... This game specifically, I released I think a year and a half ago, but Welcome Home has been something I've been working on since like I think like 2014, 2013. It was like it was a webcomic with a bunch of cringy characters that I made in high school, and I tried to make a webcomic of it, and it wasn't good. And then I made Welcome Home 1, which also I guess is good. People seem to like it, but I don't think I could bring myself to play that because it's like weird. It's like weird. I don't know. Like looking at old cringy stuff I did, it is like I need to get the courage to look at that. But anyway, this one, every iteration of this, like from the webcomic to the first game to this game, has a completely different set of characters, but it is all based in the same world. This one more specifically is just a translation of my own dreams. I think all the narrative stuff is from Welcome Home. It's on Steam. Oh my god. Hang on, I have to fucking unpack this. It's a stuffed toy of a vaguely familiar dragon character. Its expression mocks you. It's a plaster statue of a vaguely familiar tree character. Its expression mocks you. Elephant, that's a good elephant. It's a plaster statue of an elephant. Its expression mocks you. Okay, so this is the combination lock, just like the first one. But you have to do all this like absurd translation. And you also have to make the assumption that this is the same date and same combination lock as the first one. This is a little easier to figure out once you go to the website, because I start putting the date everywhere on the website, and then I have an excerpt on there that states that somebody has been changing all of the locks to that number. Oh my god. Hang on. The easiest solution is to just like bring them down here. This work. Was it... I need to remember the order of this. Okay, so this is a reference to the first game. That's the character from the first game, and these are all the items you got from the first game instead of, you know, these four that you have here. But that's just like a visual reference. I don't know if it goes any deeper than that. Okay, so some weird stuff is gonna happen in a minute. Something about this costume is vaguely familiar. It smells like mildew. You picked up a vaguely familiar red mask. Okay. There is a mask puzzle later. Old costumes hang on metal hooks. Okay, that is another Welcome Home 1 reference. Maybe there's like... I think I was actually having story implications from the first one. But I can't remember what I was doing. I don't remember a lot of things. The DID stuff makes it really hard to remember things sometimes. You picked up a hairpin. I know where that goes. Okay, so some really crazy stuff is gonna happen. Watch this. The player is expected to like go back through this whole area, right? And when that happens, this happens. Oh my god. Oh, you're not hatching yet? I guess you're not hatching it. Oh my god. That is a... I forget which insect I was sampling, but that is an insect noise that I was sampling. I think this is the gym from my old elementary school. It's a basketball rack. Okay. You picked up an old car key. Where did I put that? I can't even remember my own puzzles. Maybe now he's hatching. I know it's triggered by some event. Like I have to go do something and then he starts hatching. All right, I'll just have to periodically check that because I really forget what triggers it to happen. Game has been saved. What do I have? I have... Oh, let's do that brain part. Cool. Okay, car keys. So once you get the car keys, you have to go to the shopping mall, I believe, which, oh, we actually opened up the shortcut for that, didn't we? Looks like some kind of date. This number is just everywhere in this game. I forget what this number's significance is, but maybe it had some kind of significance when I was writing it. The window is covered in black plastic. Oh my god. It's a large plastic head. You don't ever remember seeing this on display? The large plastic hand. Oh. What the fuck is that? Flesh? Clay? I can't even interact with it. When did I put this in the game? I don't even know what that is. Can I scan him? Oh, I remember what I was doing. Okay, so like, you see this sculpture, right? And then you see this sculpture. And then when you get to the end of the room, suddenly this guy comes to life and fucking gets you. I'm a master of game design. If you don't know what it is, I guess it's a surprise to everyone. Yeah, this. Honestly, this is a pretty clueless playthrough on my part. What is that stuff? I really think I was trying to like illustrate something that was just really difficult to understand what you were looking at. I think it I was trying to a million thoughts in my head at once. There is this running theme that the main character is a sculptor or an artist, and you're interacting with all of his like terrible unfinished art projects that are not happy with him. Oh god, this place is so massive. Okay, I know for a fact. Oh my god, this can I scan these? Oh my god. The archive states this is known as a tonsil stone. My sensors indicate it's composed of copper wire. It's composed of a copper wire frame and covered in a clay-like substance. There are no effective means of destroying it. Okay, so the puzzle of this game is that when you turn on the head, these guys get closer, but you can't see them. I like when devs find out new stuff about their own game. This was made like this game is so densely packed with detail on like everything. I added like a shit ton of unnecessary details to like places that really didn't need it. We haven't encountered any bugs yet, which is incredible. Oh no, we did encounter the shitty reflection. That reflection was stupid. The car is locked. Oh, I know what to do. You discover an insulated glove inside of the car. This whole town is underneath a mall. Ow. Oh my god. What is up here? I forget what's up here, actually. The monolith stands in anticipation. The monolith stands in anticipation. You cannot understand the words carved into the surface. One of the games I like, the dev was surprised with the amount of broken builds the players found. Players always find the bugs more than the dev. because they just try things that the dev doesn't think of trying. If you're making a game, you really need to like get people to play it to find the issues with it, because otherwise it's just gonna be, and you're gonna be probably the worst critic. You're just not gonna know, and you're not gonna see things that somebody else will. Do I put on the chameleon mask? One of those builds dealt with a quintillion damage with an aura. Oh man, this is like a puzzle game. This is a puzzle game. So like, the worst things I've seen happen in this game is people like get outside of the map somehow. I don't know how they managed to do that, but it happens. Images of a large, dark shape in the ocean manifest in your mind. You suddenly feel as if something is watching you. What did that do? Did that do anything? Did I program that to do something? It was fixed, but with the addition of new stuff, it became broken again. This game is so full of spaghetti code. I don't like. I would love to add more stuff to this game, but I don't think I want to, and I don't think it would be wise for me to add more stuff to this game, because like I'll fix it and I'll make sure it works as much as it can, but adding stuff is like really tedious because of the spaghetti code and because it's like super unoptimized. I've had people offer to like do language translations for this, and that would be incredible to do. I would personally pay somebody to do that, but the problem is that all the dialogue is spread out of like within like a million objects, right? I would have to go through and change all of that. It's a lot of work that I just don't have the money or time to do right now. Also, the build gave you 100% evasion. Sounds like it turned it into not a game. Did I save? Have you ever like saved and then like thought about something and then looked back and you're like, did I save? Did I save? And then you do it like a second time and a third time. Just in case. Oh god, I slept wrong. My neck hurts. You know what nightmare I had last night? I had a nightmare about I was in some big facility. I think I was in like a school or a shopping mall, and we had it completely blocked off from the outside world. And we were trying to avoid the creatures from Bird Box. I've brought up Bird Box like twice on this street. I don't know why my brain is obsessed with that book, but I just remember seeing everyone's reaction around me seeing the damn thing, and it was horrifying. And that was my nightmare last night. Maybe I'll like make a curated list of like my dream journal and just like read it out on stream. Silent Hill-ish dream. I have a lot of dreams about big corporate buildings. like schools, shopping malls, train stations. I don't know why I have like reoccurring dreams of these kinds of locations, and they're typically massive and really maze-like, and they also just like don't make any architectural sense at all. Probably because it's, you know, functioning off of dream logic. But another consistent thing with my dreams is that I seem to be able to fly in almost all of my dreams, and the consistency of how I can fly in my dreams is also like weird, because it's always like, well, it's not always the same, but like there is like an instant familiarity with like, oh, I could just do this. And I don't know why it's like that. Actually, let me check the... Is he hatching? Wait, wrong one. Nope. Not hatching. Oh well. The only time I found out I was in a dream and tried to fly, you fell from your bed. I have dreams where I just like, I turn into a bird and I could just fly around like a bird. Sometimes it feels like I'm swimming. Other times it feels like I'm Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog, where I just like glide like this. Flying style, yeah. Bye now. I love these signs. Look at this crazy, crazy man. Okay. Oh, okay, so this one does something weird, right? It's a painting of a lighthouse. Evidence shows... Wait, what? It's a painting of a lighthouse. Clown character iconography not found in database. What? Every time you scan a clown, I remember this. Every time you scan a clown, the archive states that it doesn't exist. Like somebody had deleted every single entry inside this database about clowns. But I think that's a bug. I think that dialogue isn't supposed to be there because that is not a clown. That is, in fact, not a clown. That does do something. I remember it did something... It did something to this door right here. Yeah. It takes you to a different location. That's not real. Look at this one. I think this is a perfect way to like perfect visual to encapsulate what this game is right here. I think one of them is, yeah, right there. I see you, fucker. Can I scan them? I can't scan them. There are so many enemies that I can't scan in this game. What the hell? It's a basket filled with old pieces of foam. These towels are covered in a clay-like substance and they look like they've been used recently. They smell like earth. That's just a bug. It's a dead insect. Yeah. 50%. What do these advertisements mean? What is this trying to convey? What emotion is this? It's a clothes rack. Their clothes in the rack are damp. Okay. May 27th. Okay. Oh my god. This is the best game ever. I'm never gonna make anything better than this. It's a cardboard cutout of vaguely familiar characters. You remember seeing these on display sometimes, but you can't remember where. It smells like mildew. Why does everything smell like mildew down here? Oh, this puzzle. Okay, so... See this thing? This thing kills you instantly if you make noise. And only if you make noise inside this sight radius. And just for the sake, because they kill you instantly, I'm gonna show you what they look like. Right? If we scan them. The archive states this is known as moss. It is a fungal-like substance that uses the skeletal It's a fungal-like substance that uses the skeletal remains as an instrument of locomotion. The formation of this one seems to have developed highly sensitive hearing. Entity cannot be destroyed by physical means. Okay, so... Right? Do you know why it has sensitive hearing? Do you know what its face looks like? Oh, it didn't do it. What if I... It didn't attack me. Is this a bug? It's supposed to attack you. Well, I guess this is a bug. Because you're supposed to make noise. And this thing is supposed to turn around and get you. And send you to that room that we were just in. Maybe this one will. No? That's disappointing. Oh, these things. The archive states this is a wraith. The entity seems to be composed of condensed sugar. Physical attacks would be effective. Okay, so initially this puzzle was supposed to be about you would have to avoid these things. You would be tempted to attack these things. But when you do, these are supposed to turn around and get you. But I guess they're broken. So that's fine. Oh. Coding is hard. I'll have to fix that at some point. It still got me. Yeah, it did. I can't even play my own game right. I have to fucking walk all the way back here. I guess if I can attack them, I'll just like brute force my way through. Oh my god. I just can't touch. Just can't touch them. God, this room is really boring when those big creatures can't chase you. I think that's the shortcut. Yeah, that's another shortcut. That leads back down here. Oh, here's the Halloween store. Rubber masks are hung in the display window. What is this? Why is this here? Why is this just like a big gray block? It's a large concrete cube. Its surface seems to vibrate. Why is it invisible? Why is this here? Why did I put that there? The crane machine isn't working. Okay, so this dream that we just experienced, or this level, sorry, where we walked into a clothing store and then we walked out to the other side and found ourselves in the back of a mall. That was a very specific dream I had. What is the inspiration behind this game? This is a dream journal. This game is a direct translation of dreams that I had. This is both like my dream journal that I was writing at the time, and it's also when I would have a dream, like that night while I was working on this game, I would just add it to the game, and I would try to come up with like story things around that to make it fit in with everything else. So there is a lot of like nonsensicalness to this, or dream logic. That isn't to say this game doesn't have a meaning. I think this game does have a meaning, because there's too much I put too much intention in this for this not to be completely meaningless. It's a dream journal. It's a dream emulator, like LSD Dream Emulator or Yume Nikki, but this one does have more of a narrative experience and like a beginning to end. I feel like Yume Nikki is not aimless, but certainly more open to everywhere that you can go. This has a very specific beginning, middle, end. There is some sense of exploration, and I really wanted to make it feel like you're walking around inside, you know, a dream. Oh, by the way, this music is by Josh Cominelli. I know I talked about that earlier in this stream, but he's very, very good at what he does. I love this music. It's some kind of animatronic. It's not functioning. Something about this one makes you sick to your stomach. I think that's another reference to the first game. It's some kind of animatronic. It's not functioning. Clothing lays on the table. Look at these little lights. These are really cute. Some kind of mask display. The masks are missing. Cheap plastic Halloween costumes hang on metal hooks. Okay. Oh, this is the mask puzzle. This is where we put these things. You place the mask in the costume stand. Goes on this one. You place the mask in the costume stand. Oh, I have that glove, don't I? What's this? It's a stone cage? There's old blankets inside. What the fuck was I implying with that? Was somebody in there? Oh. Invisible concrete cube. Hang on, I think I know where to take this glove. Oh, let me save first. You've never seen this door before? It's locked. Oh. School. Mirror, sorry. Wait, not the mirror. What am I talking about? There we go. Still not hatching. Did these wake up? No? Okay. You discover a video game cartridge gripped tightly in the corpse's charred hands. The label seems to be torn off. Oh. I keep seeing this character everywhere. Is this like Elmo? Like what? I think I was... Okay, I remember now. This mask, this red mask you put on, it's him. It's him, but he's missing its eyes. And I think it was supposed to imply this is just somebody without their skin on. Hang on. Can I scan this? The archive states this is a plaster statue of a character from a children's television show local to the town of Chitkaiton. It seems to show signs of trans-dimensional properties. Something is moving around inside. Can I... Wait, does that mean I can, like... No. A plaster statue is standing for you, who is very familiar. Something is moving around inside. Okay. Is that just it? Alright. I do remember animating that, but I don't know what I programmed it to do. Is this lead? Insert the cartridge. Okay. I remember this now. Okay, so... I'm gonna do something real quick. Hi. Not stream starting soon. So I'm gonna pull up the website here. I had it pulled up, but right here. This is the website I made, right? I won't be, maybe I'll do a read through of this at the end of the stream, but all of this stuff is supposed to help you solve puzzles in the game. And on the surface, it's supposed to look like a tourism website for a town that doesn't exist. The way I did this, I took all of the photos here. Like this is a photo I took. Where did I have the solution to this puzzle? Okay, so look, you have this first like paragraph here. Kyton, Massachusetts is a place for truly authentic adventure. Just a 45-minute car ride from downtown Boston, Kyton is home to one of America's oldest seaports. Oh, sorry. Kyton, home to one of America's oldest seaports, offers so much to see and do no matter the season. This gorgeous coastal community boasts of hometown spirit, maritime history, fresh seafood, and a spectacular working waterfront. Our natural beauty is an ever-changing backdrop to explore, and also home to artists, independent shops, award-winning restaurants, and with beach strolls and nature trails for everyone to enjoy. We invite you to discover Kyton. I copied and pasted this from a tourism website from Gloucester, Massachusetts, and changed, everything to Kyton because I wanted it to like sound authentic. Discover the rich history and okay, hang on. So you're scrolling down this, right? There is this. I wrote this during COVID. So I think there's a lot of theme about like getting sick, and quarantine specifically. But Discover Kyton is committed to being both responsive and responsible during this challenging time, providing updates and/or restrictions for this flu epidemic while keeping your safety and well-being at top of mind. The I keep saying Chitin. The Kyton Research Foundation has created a useful guide for flu safety. Okay, so like, you get to this homepage, right? And you're looking at it and it looks normal. Like, that's a nice photo talking about a town. And then you scroll down and you see this. This is that dialogue that was in the game earlier. I think I think this is just like a direct like dialogue that I was pulling from my dream journal. It's probably why it's written so weirdly, because a lot of this stuff I was like, I just woken up and I just started like writing like seconds after I wake up. So there's like I think this is just like raw dialogue from that, because like the punctuation is also fucked up too. And also, like when you see this, this does not at all look like a very appealing place to be. Also a photo I took. May 27th. Safety precautions when consuming. You must have a complete understanding of the geography of your geography of the I see a typo. I'm gonna find typos in here, and I'm sorry. You must you must have a complete understanding of the geography of the room you wish to it's almost 1 a.m. I'm sorry. You must have a complete understanding of the geography of the room which you plan to consume the drug. Keep a clock on you at all times. All clocks should be set approximately 2 minutes and 34 seconds behind. Failure to do this will result in your location being compromised. Remove photographs of anyone deceased from the room. Remove any leather, taxidermy, or bones of any kind from the room. Remove any form of outside communication like cell phones or computers with an internet connection. It is important that nobody knows your location. Cover up all windows and lock or secure all doors in the room. It is important to keep track of how many there are. Have at least a week's worth of food and water. Any meat should be cooked and with the bones removed. Have a small and effective weapon ready in case of an emergency. Nothing that will make too much noise. First aid kits and latex gloves are essential. If electricity is desired, a generator will be necessary. A source of light like a flashlight is highly recommended. Below, you can see a series of images pulled from our subject's brain under the influence of the sound with the assistance of invasive mechanical devices. I really just wanted to assault the viewer with like I know what this is referencing. This is referencing the sugar water drug I was talking about earlier. But like when you're reading this, I really wanted to assault like the reader or the viewer with just like the most weird shit possible. Anyway, this is a real graveyard that I took pictures of on a foggy day. I think they're nice. Real spooky. What is this? Discover pale fish. Okay. Oh, these are real Polaroids I took too. From the start, our growing company has been serving an unrivaled interpretation of fish. Our intention is to spread the true meaning of fish, whether it be through cans or the community. The most common example of insects that lay their eggs inside robust fish larvae, which they themselves parasitizing the tissues of the host. Again, usually insect larvae. Pale Fish Co. is dedicated to serving only the most natural deposits of fish. Oh my god, I read that wrong. Oh well, whatever. I basically said what it said. These are real Polaroids I took. This one specifically, this one right here, the one in the top right here, this is a photograph of my parents' house. That is an attic. You can't see it, but there is a like door right here It really does just look like a hole in the wall. Um, but this attic scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. This scared me so bad. I thought something was up there when I was little, and it haunted me every night. But this photograph right here is in the same room as this, but you're looking, like, if you're looking up at the wall right there, this is like you turn left and like the stairs, like you can see the railing of the stairs right here. On this photo, you're standing on the steps and you're looking at the bookshelf right here. Chitin educational opportunities. It's just some empty building. Actually, I think Pester just took this photo. I didn't take this photo. I think Pester just did. The focus of Chitin's educational facilities will only be the focus of Kitten's educational facilities will only be the students who show potential. The district will provide a well-rounded, innovative curriculum in a safe and neutralizing environment. For each student, our mission is to develop a robust sense of self-awareness that allows the individual to understand luminescent spherical objects that vary from pea-sized to several meters in diameter. Students will approach life's challenges with confidence in their ability to succeed and with apprehension for the importance of ongoing learning. Again, I'm trying to assault the reader with weird stuff that doesn't make any sense. Chitin Mall. Chitin Mall is the dominant value shopping destination for not Chitin, Chitin, Massachusetts. Chitin Mall has more than null stores, including apparel for family, goods for home, fitness, entertainment, and more. There is something for everyone in the family. Something for everyone in the family. A wonderfully climate-controlled indoor mall, Chitin Mall serves the majority of North Shore communities. There have been no injuries since the incident. Hey Jacob, I'm having trouble getting into the back room. Did you change the combination? Also, could you not plaster that date all over the website? We are starting to get phone calls. I think that was supposed to be the hint that your, like, all the combination locks are changed to the same thing. This game is convoluted. It makes no sense. I'm sorry. I said I was going to read this website later, but I guess I'm reading it now. I think there's only a few pages left. Chitin Halloween Masks and Magic has been happily running since Chitin was established back in 1634. We carry a full range of jokes, gags, magic, makeup, and costumes as well. Costumes, as well as an endless supply of pagan, Celtic, witchcraft, New Age, and occult items, books, candles, gargoyles, statues, and more. A must-see stop during Chitin's hatching season. That game doesn't have to make sense. You're right. You're very right about that. This is a real mask shop I went to. Did I check out this? Okay, flu safety. This is the best page on the website. Okay? Mainly because I I wanted to do a parody of, oh god, that's bright. I wanted to do a parody of, like, WikiHow articles. I drew all of these illustrations. I think they're the funniest thing I've ever drawn. But anyway, a useful guide for flu safety. During this difficult flu season, it is important to know how to stay safe and not get sick. CRF has created a wonderful and intuitive guide on how to prevent the flu from spreading. Number 1, do not under any circumstances discuss clowns. Do not, in any kind of circumstance, discuss clowns or clown faces. I thought it would be like really weird to have like repeating information to make it as like incomprehensible as possible. I wanted you to get the feeling like you're reading like a medical article that really doesn't explain anything at all. Like you're more confused after reading it than before. It all begins with a thought. Maybe you want to get rid of it. Maybe you think it will help you. It is important to understand that discussing things like these could be the first symptom of the flu. Whatever it is, the way fire ant stings are the way that fire ant stings are painful can make all the difference. Talk to your doctor if you are having intrusive clown thoughts. I think this image is like just good. Like right here, like you could use this for so many things. I kind of want to like hang this on my wall. Talk to your doctor if the thoughts you are having are intrusive and related to clown noses. It is important to be creative when asking your designated doctor. Ants form colonies that range in size from a few dozen predatory individuals living in small natural cavities to highly organized colonies that may occupy large territories and consist of millions of individuals. I wonder what would happen if the cinema showed it. The movie? I don't know. They get vaporized by the police. Report any clown iconography to the proper authorities. Report any clown iconography that you might see to the proper authorities. Was electricity involved? Was it? This is important information. It might be time to think about what you have done or what you could have done. Most ants are predatory and some prey on and obtain food from other social insects like piranhas or other ants. This doesn't make any fucking sense at all. I was doing this like almost subconsciously. Well, I guess I was doing that all of this subconsciously, but I was trying to make it as like I wanted to make logical leaps in the sentence as much as possible. Wait, does that mean you affected us? Probably. The flu is something grandmother had, where she turned into a big bug, right? And it has something to do with this clown and seeing this clown. Dresser for sale. Oh, here we are. Okay, I have to keep this up. So this is the next puzzle that we're gonna do. It's like a 3-path puzzle where you have to walk down the right path or else it'll reset back to the beginning. This is literally just the solution. Like the way you're supposed to solve this puzzle was going to like just going to the website, finding this page and using this. Lost in the Woods, May 27th, 2008. Try this. Dresser for sale. I don't think I took this image. I think I actually got this image from Google. Hey guys, I recently got this dresser and I'm having a difficult time opening the drawer. I could definitely hear something rattling inside that the previous owner probably left in there, but I don't really have a key or anything to open it. I read online that this model has a music lock, whatever that means. It's been giving me nightmares of something breaking out of the mirror. I really don't want this thing. I really just want this thing out of my house. I know some of you freaks love haunted stuff like this, so please just come and take it off my hands. Okay, So those are puzzle solutions for later. Current. What was current events? Do you remember when our car broke down? It was very cold that night in January. We were looking out from the road along some coastline, and I remember being really disappointed that I couldn't see very far into the water. You sat there quietly looking into the storm that was approaching when you made a rude comment about the tow truck we had. You made a rude comment about the tow truck we had been waiting for about an hour. We had been waiting about an hour for. I think I'm dyslexic, honestly. We decided it was best to stay in the car after I had pointed out some strange shapes that sat just beyond the fog on the beach. You tried to convince me that these were just rocks, but I'm fairly certain you weren't even sure of that yourself. The silhouettes reminded me of those two old toys that Grandma had on display in the window, except they were about the size of a person. I swear I could even make out the shape of one of the characters' faces. I can't remember how long we waited in that car before we got picked up. That's just like spooky. I actually don't I do remember writing this, but I completely forgot about it. Contact us. Contact us. Okay, people actually sent emails through this contact page. I was gonna do some crazy ARG shit and start like sending people like emails, like mass emails, because there was a newsletter you could sign up for on this, and I did nothing with it. I think it was because this game. To say it was a flop would be incorrect, but like it really wasn't that popular. Like not as popular as my other work. So I just didn't get it didn't garner enough interest, so I never bothered to do the email stuff. I had plans to do like in-game events. Like I was gonna post an update that was going to happen on a date and then remove the update after a certain amount of time. But you know, I never garnered enough attention for this ARG. Safety storefront. I'm missing something. There is something else on this website. Ah, right here. Are you forgetting something? You had this weird feeling whenever you walked past that big industrial-looking building in the woods. The building was the size of a warehouse and had nothing on the outside that would indicate what it was used for, though your initial assumptions were that it was storage. The outside walls lacked any sort of entrance except for a window that was 10 feet off the ground. You did it at night. You decided it had to be done at night because you were fairly certain nobody would be around at that time. You had to be sure to be extra quiet to avoid any sort of conflict with piranhas that may have been sleeping nearby. What is this obsession with piranhas in this fucking game? You almost fell off the ladder. You were surprised to find that the lights were on after you had managed to get into the window. The spiral stairway only went down from here. Oh my god, I lost my place. Only went down from here as you descended. A very intense smell of struck matches became apparent. After what felt like 20 minutes... Oh, sorry. It was very cold down there. After what felt like 20 minutes of walking downstairs, you reached a very large and empty room. The smell of struck matches was significantly stronger at this point, and it was accompanied by the smell of cinnamon. The door A door was on the other side of the room. Open the door. This is a photograph of the current apartment that I live in. Those are stairs that are like right over there, like in the other room. This is like a really scary photo. You feel queasy. Oh, okay. So recently I updated this website and I gave like story implications that connect it with the current project I'm working on, Changeling. So this part is related to Changeling because there are parts of Changeling that are related to this game in terms of like lore and world building. There's like creatures that like connect these two stories. But anyway, if I read that, I think I did a little bit of reading on stream of this, but I'm gonna read it again. If I already read this and you've already heard this story before, I'm sorry. Maybe if you're watching on YouTube, skip 10 minutes. If you're watching this now, which a few people are, I'm sorry. But anyway, Gentle's mother was very sick. This was obvious to most people who interacted with her, and it could be felt in the cadence of her voice as well as the body language that she wielded to manipulate people into doing almost anything she wanted. Her daughter was especially susceptible to this gaslighting and took a majority of the abuse. She was the only one who could truly understand the depths to which the sickness had inflicted her mother. The other people she interacted with could notice a twitch in her face or maybe even a strange buzzing sound that rattled in the back of her vocal cords, but only Gentle, as far as she could tell, could see the nest of insects that was embedded in her mother's head. It was a subtle change at first. Her jittery movements became startling and strangely articulate. She would constantly consume candy and sugary treats, which soon became the only thing that she would eat. It eventually led her to consume unflavored packages of sugar, the wrappers of which were left in piles around the house. The highest concentration was in her bedroom, where she stayed isolated for long periods of time. The other changes, the ones that only Gentle could see, were insects. She could see them crawling inside her mouth and around the surface of her eyes. She would find them flying around the house, getting into the food. The infestation grew with intensity, matching the decline of her mother's mental state. Nobody believed Gentle when she talked about this because nobody else could see them. On long summer nights when the air was humid, Gentle could hear wild and angry buzzing that rattled behind her mother's bedroom door. She never opened it when this occurred, fearing the angry swarm would eat her alive. She would stuff towels underneath the door frame to prevent them from crawling through to the other side, but one or two would escape occasionally. She had never seen this happen, but had figured so because of the red bite marks she would wake up with. The din of buzzing gave her horrible dreams. They consisted of running around her house at night in a panic, trying to lock all of the doors and windows. There was a sense of doom that racked her body, like some kind of natural disaster was approaching her, and she needed to seal everything up before she was eaten alive. We enjoy your interest, though. Well, thank you. Oh, God. Okay. So, this is connected to Changeling. But Changeling is a different story. Changeling is like same world, different characters, different story. I think that's it. Is that the whole... I think that's the whole website. I don't think I added any more. Yeah. Okay, so that's the whole website. Oh, wait. Right here. This is another good image. This is a really good image. Okay. So, the puzzle... Sorry, I got distracted. The puzzle we're about to do involves that forest trail that we saw on the website. Oh my god. Oh yeah, so you're supposed... There's 3 pathways that you can go down. Left, right, and a center one. You have to go down them in a very specific way. This is a classic kind of puzzle. And it's also not an interesting puzzle. The interesting part of this puzzle is the fact that you have to go to the website to figure it out. Most people didn't know that you had to go to the website, because probably the domain name fucking sucked. Okay, then I go right. And then straight. And then it should lead me to a cabin, I think. Yeah. Okay. The body is missing its head. You picked up the head of an insect. I think that's the final mask in that puzzle. No, there's one more. Oh, I could probably just wake up here. Yeah. Game has been saved. Okay, we have that. Is he hatching now? I'm gonna go check if he's hatching. Still not hatching. Something horrible is gonna happen to you, and I'm sorry that I programmed it to happen. Maybe it'll happen when I open up the Halloween mask door. Let's see. Go to the mall. I love this tune. Josh Cominelli made this tune. Very good. It's a painting of a closed door. Halloween decorations. No, I mean Christmas decorations. It's a cardboard cutout of Santa. You can't remember seeing this on display, but you do remember seeing this standing in a field outside your window during math class a few years ago. You were the only one that seemed to notice it. It's a cardboard cutout of an Easter bunny. You remember seeing this on display a few years ago. Once a few years ago. They used to have teeth and eyes, but they seem to be removed. It smells like mildew. Everything smells like mildew in this game. Oh yeah, you can turn this thing on and off. That's cute. It's a watercolor painting of a black dog. Memories of the long hours you spent locked inside from the flu fill your head. How long have you been in here? You can't remember. I think I'm supposed to enter this. Oh, I guess we're in hell now. My sensors indicate the body expired from suffocation 4 months ago. It's being pulled by a currently unknown gravitational force. Okay, this is like... I think there's an enemy in here, but I can't remember the enemy. Oh. Hello? Oh my god. Hang on, I want to scan you. It's so freaky. The arcade states this is known as a chasm. They are masses of sentient organic material that consume large animals to help them grow in size. They are commonly found inside meteor fragments, although the origins of these fragments are unknown. It seems to be holding something. Physical attacks would be effective in their weakened state. Oh yeah, okay, so like, when it's like this, you can only attack it when it's like this, and not when it's like that. I really like the animation of that thing. Oh, I think the health resets every time I do that. Jesus Christ. No, come back. You're so... Oh, no. You're not supposed to do that. Do I have to do that all over again? I have to do that all over again. Why did I design it that way? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh. I fucking hate that thing. Not gonna lie, the giant face scared the shit out of me. Oh. You picked up some kind of dog mask? That's a dog. It's actually Dog from the first game. I think that's the final mask, I think. And I think after I open this door, I think that kid is going to be hatching. You place the mask on the costume stand. And now the door is open. It's a painting of an open door. Now I can go through. It's a penny ride of a vaguely familiar character. Penny Ride of a horse. The paint is peeling, revealing the red metal underneath. It's literally a dinosaur. Oh, it's Turnip Boy. Okay, so the Turnip Boy developer, Yukon, is a wonderful human being. I've been friends with him for a while. He's really cool. I managed to get him to put a reference of my game in Turnip Boy, the first one. If you go I don't know where this billboard is, but there is a billboard with my little clown character on the billboard. So we did the indie game thing where you put references in each other's games. But his shit is way more successful than mine. You should be playing Turnip Boy instead of this game. Don't play this game. Go play Turnip Boy. Now playing. Oh, this fucking shit. Wait, you know the creator of Turnip Boy? Yeah. We don't talk much anymore, but like we were good friends. Well, I say friends. We knew each other and we were very friendly. We haven't spoken in a while, but he is a good friend of mine. He picked up a subway token. Ah. Oh my god. I have to go back. Where was that? Where was I? I was in the mall. I have to do all of that shit again. This fucking poster. Okay. Come at me. Oh my god. This thing is so fast. I've never seen anything like this before. Physical attacks would be effective. Come here. Oh, that's impossible. That's so hard. Why did I make that so annoying? That's like, oh god. What am I doing? Mall. Okay. I'm gonna be so good at this. This is the one. Hi, Turnip Boy. Okay. Okay, so these are generated faces. I did not make these faces. I think I made these. I don't know. I say I made them. I wanted to get faces that looked really uncanny and unnatural. And I think I actually generated these faces to achieve that. But these, I'm thinking about removing these faces here because they are generated. These aren't real faces. But I think that was like the point because they're supposed to look like they're not real. But I think I'm gonna remove them because I don't like the idea of generated material being inside my game. You picked up what seems to be the left cerebrum of my missing brain. I'm starting to remember something. David? You aren't still biting your fingernails, are you? You're never very good at hiding it. It worries me so much. Oh, I have the fucking thing now. Okay, I think this is a good place to stop. Because I'm gonna be opening up like the second half of the game, which is like a bigger area that has way more puzzles. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours. God, like I've been playing this game for 3 hours. Not today. I mean, like total, and like. I'm really proud of this game. It's really clunky, and like I feel like it's held together with like, you know, glue and scotch tape, but I really like this. I'm gonna open up the new area and walk around it for a little bit, and then I'm gonna stop. Okay, so this thing, right? This train track. 3 a.m. I initially wanted to make a train that goes to several different locations. And each of the locations would come at an actual time on your computer's clock. But I only ever ended up making one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the time on my computer. Adjust date and time. Time zone. Set time automatically. How do I just like change the time on my computer? Off. Set time automatically. Change. Okay. 3 a.m. It's here. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, so I'm just gonna walk around here. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna go in here. Can't go in there. Like, this is a whole second area with a bunch of new buildings. I think there's like this truly is like a second half of the game. What? The key on the hook isn't real. Okay. It's locked. You will need a pool key to unlock it. Okay, I have a shortcut now. Yeah. Okay, so these 4 areas right here are the new areas in this game. This is an update that I added. When did I add this update? I really wanted, like, when you're walking around the town to be focused on just, like, atmosphere. I don't think there's a lot of enemies that you encounter except for this thing. Look at that next stream. Oh, and then there's this building. I love this guy. I drew this guy in this game so many fucking times. Grocery store. The bread is made of plastic. Okay. Okay, well, there's new areas here, and I want to go to bed because it's 1 a.m. now. And I'm very sleepy. I have to go take my pills now. Have a good night. Have a good night. I'm just decompressing. I'm still thinking about that generated artwork. I I really think I should remove that. Like those faces initially, because like I remember playing Who's Lila. Who's Lila is a wonderfully creepy indie horror game. They used generated faces in that game specifically to make them look uncanny, because generated faces always look weird and fucked up. And that was my initial intention with that, with those faces that you saw on the movie theater screen. But now, and I put that in like 6 years ago at this point, like before even like Stable Diffusion was out and everything. But I feel like now, okay, quick rant about AI art before I go to bed. I really do not like AI art, and I know that's super super surprising to hear from, you know, an artist. I bet you never hear that from an artist. Um, when I I used to be really interested in it because it was bad. It was bad at its job. Uh, and I think when it was bad at its job, that's when it created the most interesting, you know, outcomes. But now it can do things like almost perfectly, and I feel like I don't have any interest in it at all anymore. uh and I also think it's insidious because it steals shit from artists and everything. I'm not gonna like, you know, tell you a whole video essay on this topic, but because there's probably a bunch of other people that can describe it better than I can. But like, um, there is this video by Adam Savage. I think he explained it the best. Um, AI artwork is it lacks a point of view, is what he said, and like that was something I felt, but I didn't know how to put into words until he did. Uh, it doesn't really have any intention behind it, which makes it like it just it's not interesting. I don't know. Like I have to go to bed. I'll have to remove that those faces at some point, but right now I have to go to bed, and I should probably save the game. Okay, it's saved. Anyway, AI art sucks. That's the conclusion of my stream. AI art sucks. Anyway, good night.